299 billion naira has been doled out to the federal, state and local governments for the month of March. This is about 39 billion naira lower than the amount shared in February, which was 338.7 billion naira and the lowest in over 5 years. After the monthly Federation Account Allocation Committee meeting in Abuja, the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Finance, Mr. Mahmoud Dutse, explained that gross statutory revenue for the month stands at 232 billion naira, lower than the 270 billion naira generated in the previous month.
The government has made it a priority to diversify the economy so that we don't continue to rely excessively on oil. But diversification is a process. It's not something that can happen overnight. The economy itself is diversified because oil contributes less than 20% to GDP. The problem is revenue, not much revenue or commensurate revenue is derived from the non-oil sector, even though it's some more than 80% of the GDP. So what the government is focusing on is to grow the non-oil sector, and at the same time take measures to ensure that revenue is derived from the non-oil sector. So the economy will not only be further diversified, but also the revenue sources of government will also be diversified, because even though oil contributes less than 20% to GDP, it contributes more than 70% of government revenue. So that's the diversification we want to achieve, and we are on course. All the measures that are taking place to improve agriculture, improve solid minerals, manufacturing and so on, infrastructure development, which would allow the non-oil sector to grow. But that will it's a process which will take some time. But we are working on it, and we believe we will see the results in the coming years.
Meanwhile, the federal government has temporarily put on hold loan deductions from allocations to each state to enhance easy payment of workers' salaries. The Minister of Finance, Mrs. Kemi Adeosun, who said this on Thursday after the National Economic Council meeting in Abuja, added that this could be extended. According to her, the decision to suspend the deductions was because of the sharp drop in the amount available to all levels of government to share.
Currently, the Federation account receipts are among the lowest that have been seen in recent memory. We're looking at 299 billion this month, and that's because of the very low oil prices that were recorded in February and January. If you remember, oil prices went as low as $28 and $31, and of course that has fed through to a very low Federation account figure. As a result of which, I made an approach to His Excellency the President at the behest of the state governors that we defer the loan deductions from their Federation account payment entitlements. And the aim of this is to ensure that as we support them through this difficult period to be able to meet salary obligations. So what is the effect of non-payment of salaries on the economy? That really for us is the issue. We've got to put money into people's pocket so that people start spending, because that's what gets an economy moving. Nobody stimulates an economy by austerity. You stimulate an economy by spending. So in some states, as you know, the state government is the biggest employer of labor. So if the state government is unable to pay, nothing happens. So we really need to, we have prioritized getting states back into good financial health. Now, part of that is this commitment to fiscal sustainability, and that's why we've asked the states, commit to cleansing your payroll, commit to efficiency, commit to maximizing your IGR, give us your financial, let's work together to create a financial model and understand what government needs to do to support states. But of course we've got to, we're borrowing, as you've rightly pointed out, so we've got to make sure that we are borrowing to support states that are fiscally sensible and fiscally prudent in how they're managing money.